Hey, welcome back to another episode of John's Crypto Therapy. Once again, I am super happy that all you guys have joined me today. Today's episode is going to be super special to all those that did watch my series on how to trade and how to be a profitable trader. You guys also have to understand there is future projections, and we have to understand where the market could go before the market goes somewhere else. Our whole bias, if you all remembered, was to the upside because Comic-Con is coming. I think that's going to be an explosive move, and if there is market manipulation, I would not see price going up. So this is a test where we're going to see if there is a lot of market manipulation or if this dump was a corrective dump. See, my students and I already understood. I've showed them how to trade this setup. So once again, if you take this tool, let's go to the trend line. We can see right here, let's put this like this. So we have a triangle formation that is occurring at this very moment. We already isolated that yesterday, me and my students. And once we did have this break, guys, if you do remember my previous video, I did look at this zone prior. Alright, the 0.002726 zone, and we already have a touch on the S1 and S2. So the way we got into this trade was with a limit. Alright, so we already put a limit into play because I already understood that this triangle breakout could be a false to one side while the market will move to the other side. The person or the group of people that have dumped the coin at this very moment didn't expect the price to go up real quick. But they need to also understand the way I'm teaching my students is to be ready for the market before the market even moves. So we had a lot of buy orders exactly around this zone. A lot of students put on S1. I personally put on S2. Reasons why: I didn't need the money, but if it did go to that level, I'm totally fine riding the wave. So once that level was hit, the buy order was pushed right away all the way to the top, closing above 0.0029. This is perfect. This is the greatest fundamental position you could do to hedge the market when the market is going the opposite way. So my students took initiative, listened to what I had to say. When this triangle was forming, we did have a bias because of Comic-Con, because of all the great releases that are going to happen. We did not believe that the pressure or the price should go down. Especially this zone, especially this trend line. I kept telling everyone that trend line is very important. I needed to see a touch. I also wanted to see a touch around the S1, and you know what? Luckily it went to S2. Absolutely. You can't predict it, but I did believe there was going to be a downward movement in order for us to get into a better price. But the person that did sell this, or a group of people that did sell this, they did not expect this, and this is why it's so beautiful. Once you know fundamentals, everything makes sense. So once you already understand this and you look left, this is where the other dump occurred. So everybody remember that. Everybody remember the fact that this zone right here was where the other dump occurred, when the price went up and we had a huge dump. And those people that did dump there, they tried their best to dump here, but there is a lot of force pushing it to the upside. Comic-Con is here, guys, and everyone that is joining and watching it live and going to be at home watching it, I do applaud you guys, especially giving the support to Ecomi and the Vivi and Omi community. I think that's so special. To all those that are giving this video a thumbs up, I really do appreciate you guys as well. Thank you for supporting this channel. I do want everyone to learn as much as they can. I am going to show you what we are going to do now from this point. So this move right here, if you guys do have a volume indicator of your nature, please pull it up for yourself and look if this breakout was true. So if the volume indicator did not spike a big wick, so if we did not see a big bar, especially when this went all the way to downside, this was fake. Alright, if we had a volume indicator and the volume was like this, really small compared to every other volume on the left hand side, then we could clearly see that this was such a fake move. This was a fake breakout to get all the people out or to buy it at a lower price. And whoever tried this did not work out because the price pushed up right away. Maybe they did get some shares into it, that's totally fine, but me and my students, we all got into this position. This was a blessed position. Now how to trade this position is very simple. So my students and I already put a stop loss and we put it at break even. So if we did lose this trade, we're losing absolutely nothing. So this trade, the way I truly do believe it, is going to happen. We are going to see R1 being hit and R2. Because Comic-Con is such a big deal to me, especially to the Ecomi family, and if you guys do believe that, let's just keep going with this. and the price will shoot to the upside. When I did look left, the structure falsely gave us a different zone that did not make sense, and that's the exact thing that happened here. To all those that I have taught, I told you guys especially, remember the 50 to the 61.8 retracement level. These are very crucial levels. I do prefer the 61.8 over the 50 because it is a bigger zone and it gives me a good breath. And if this breath is true to its value and it does connect right on the dot or somewhat close to it, I do see a huge bullish move. But because we did put our stop loss, we are break even. We're totally fine if the market still continues to the downside. Remember, this push to the downside shows me two things. The price of the bulls pushing it up shows me a lot of bullish momentum, but also shows me that the sellers are alive and they could bring the price all the way down to 0.0026. So there's two things you could look into this. But having this candle at a prior level like this shows me a different scene. Would we be more bullish or would we be more bearish? Especially with Comic-Con coming, I think bullish is the only way to go. This is the other thing. If this level does not break the highs of 0.0047 and it goes really close, then it trickles all the way back down, then we do have a problem, and we have to understand this market is not ready to push up. It's totally not. Reasons why: there's a lot of manipulation, there's a lot of tokens. You guys don't want to believe this. There's a lot of tokens being dumped, and it's slowly happening every single day. Hey, it could be the founders token, it could be someone else that has a lot of tokens, but they don't want to make the market crash right away. They want to trickle it in each session. So it just makes more sense for the market to align up and they could buy the dip. And this is what the end game is. For those that do not believe in trading, I'm sorry to say, trading is a real thing. It's not gambling when you understand how to make money, how to make figures, and you changed your life. I could speak on the fact that my life was not the best, guys. My life was not good. I never had everything that I had today. And I still do believe I could even be a better trader. I still do believe that I could push myself into other climates and learn more. And you guys have to have that mindset. And if you do have that mindset, I really do appreciate you guys. Especially if you do want to learn, especially if you want to be the best version of yourself. And if this is the place for you to learn, welcome. I just want to teach as much as I can. So right here, we are looking for a bullish sentiment and a push up. So this triangle was a false breakout to the downside, triggered our buys. We are looking for the huge pump for Comic-Con. Also, I am going to explain to you guys in a further video if I am going to sell my tokens after Comic-Con. Reasons why: there is going to be a crash. But is this crash going to be a big one, or is this going to be a false crash so we could just buy the dip and all the new users come in and just buy that dip and push the price up? So guys, be careful. Do not sell right after Comic-Con thinking that the price is going to go down and you can get it for cheaper. Understand fundamentals and key zones, because if you do sell, you might miss out on the bigger move that's going to happen. So just like BTC, it is down, but does not mean it's out of the game. Just like Ecomi, it could be down, but it's not out of the game. I'm here for a reason. I believe in Ecomi. If I did not believe in Ecomi, I would not be here. So let's get into the retracement of the fib. Let's show you guys why the 50 and the 61.8 is important to trading. So right here, I'm gonna get the fibs out. Let me show you. Perfect. Let's put it on the bottom to the very top of that peak. And as you guys can see, look carefully, exactly 61.8, 0.0025 was hit. Is that a coincidence? Everybody, put your comments down below. Do you think that was a coincidence? Was this a lucky trade? Do you think that trading is not real? Was this a coincidence that the price did touch this level before we do see a huge spike to the upside? See, this is the way, the best way you could trade this. See, it is making lower highs, as we could see. If it does not break the 0.0034, all right, and it does not come back and retest the structure of 0.0037, then we cannot confirm that this will be a push to upside. I needed to break 0.0037. I need to see footsteps. I need to see a stairway going up. And if we have that, I will tell you this is going to go up. This is huge. This is maybe what we need. A 61.8 retracement, a false here, a false breakout here. Exactly, this triangle was broken to the downside, but a false. We looked at the candle, see if it's measured right. The reasons why I do not want to pull out this volume candles is very simple. A lot of brokers do not give you the right volume. All right, they play with the volume so you guys do lose money. They play with that volume indicator so you guys don't get the correct volume. A lot of brokers do that, and I do not want to judge this off of this broker. I just want, there's other volume indicators you can apply to your Trader's Way. I do build my own softwares. I'm gonna put that in my next videos, and if you guys do want to see how that works, I'll be more than welcome to show you in due time. So we'll get to that when that does happen. So because of that move, we are super bullish. So my take profit is very simple. Because it's showing me R2 is right here, R5 is going to be, you know what, it's going to be close to this peak of 0.0047. So let's put this in and let's see where the pivot does give me. So we're going to put all the way to R5. Let's just put R5 and see exactly where the pivot is. All right, so the pivot is up on this high. So this is where 0.0043. So technically speaking, if we do go to 0.0042 and we do get a beautiful rebound, so let's put a future price prediction here. So I do want to see price go all the way to this level right here. Then I do want to see a confirmation of a retest, and a retest of structure can be in two spots, 0.0037 or exactly around 0.0034. So this zone right here, let me put the rectangle tool for you guys. So this zone, exactly around this high to this right here. So this zone. So exactly this zone right here. Okay. At this zone, we're looking for another leg to the upside. We'll see what it does price exactly at 0.0043. If it does give me a good correction and the price comes back to this level of 0.0034 or to this level of 0.0037, I am super bullish. But we do have another case scenario. If we do see a huge dump, this could be a good thing or a bad thing. So I want to give you another scenario. We could see a lot of people selling their tokens and crashing the price, only to get new investors and new users to buy the low and then slowly fundamentally increase the price. The only way this will happen if an Ecomi token that has a lot of money, like a whale, does not believe in the project or wants to make a quick buck and then buy the low. That's the only way the price can go this low. And if it does go low, I do want to tell you guys this is not a bad thing. The good and bad is this: the price is going lower for us to buy the Ecomi token and increase it for ourselves, and for the new users to come in and get a discount at this low. So this is very good, especially when we're burning more Ecomi tokens and all the amazing drops that are coming. I'm super excited. If you guys are super excited about this new drops, please make sure to comment below. I would love to know what you guys are copying, because I got a lot that I want to get. I really do. I'm really into this drop, especially throughout the weekend. I think it's going to be amazing. I am going to be watching it online. I think this is going to be phenomenal. And to all those that think I don't like Ecomi, you guys are all mistaken. I'm super passionate about Ecomi. If I wasn't, I would not have an Ecomi sweater. I just purchased it. I just wanted something that just says Ecomi on it. I think the team and everyone is perfect. I think, you know, there is stuff that we got to work on, but you know, that's the process of becoming amazing. And this is what we're trying to do. So for all the Ecomi people, I do want to say I'm here to show you guys the good and bad, only to educate you. And if you do like these type of contents, please make sure to like, share, and subscribe. So once again, if the price does go down, it just may be the founder token or a whale trickling the sell, just for everyone to get into a lower position and then slowly increase the price. What I like about this token is it's not explosive. When you're dealing with an explosive token, it's hard to manage where the price is going to go. You have to do a lot of sell limits and buy limits. When the price is going slower, you could trade off of these levels knowing that it is going slow, but there is days that will have huge explosions. But that's totally fine. We're just going to work with the levels and understand how we could trade. All right, last thing I do want to tell you before I go, I love trading. I'm sorry if I'm going too much, but this is my passion. If you guys cannot tell by my voice, this is what I love to do. This is what I do for a living. I teach. I love it. This is the best job ever, I could truly say. So right here, when we did have this trade, we were looking at another aspect, a divergence. If you guys do see this, the price is going up while when the market was lower. So right here at this sentiment, the market was lower and it was full to this level before the push up. We did have a beautiful divergence. If you guys do see that the market's going down while the RSI is going up, this was another confirmation for my students that this was a buy position. We have a lot of support right here. We do have another support right here. If you guys can see exactly at 0.0027, this was no brainer for me to buy. So like I said, we are looking for R5, so 0.0043. We'll see how price does. If it does break the all-time high of 0.0047, get your boosters up because we're going to the moon. All right, so to everyone that stayed this long, I really do appreciate every single one. Thank you guys so much for watching my videos. Hopefully you enjoyed it. Take it easy and John out. Peace.